Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And for those who are watching my video for the first time, thank you guys so much for clicking onto this video, and I hope that you guys will click on the red subscribe button below, and that subscribe button should turn gray. Okay, and thank you guys so much. I hope that you will stick around and watch this video until it ends. And for my returning subscribers, the OGs, thank you guys so much for always coming back to my videos, for interacting, for your DMs, for your WhatsApps, for your texts, for your calls. And when I meet up with you guys and you just keep on talking to me and telling me how my channel is helping you, I truly appreciate it. All right guys, today I'm gonna do the frequently asked questions. Some of you guys DM me all the time asking the same questions over and over again, and that's why I felt the need to just do this video for you guys. All right, I'm gonna start now guys. So question number one, I've written all the questions down here on my other phone. This question, I get it, like I'm sure a day doesn't go by without being asked this question. What keeps me motivated? You guys, for me, honestly speaking, I'm not always motivated, but I've learned that motivation comes from within, right? I need to keep myself motivated. If the external forces aren't keeping me any motivated, then obviously it means I'll always be demoralized. I won't look forward to the day, or I won't look forward to the goals that I have, simply because what I see does not really correspond with my goals or my dreams. So my motivation, honestly, it comes from within, and I'm just a goal-driven person by nature. I'm not sure if it is by nature, but yeah, I believe it is by nature, and it's something that I've learned from a very young age. So I think another thing that keeps me motivated is to have a routine. It helps you to be focused, and it also helps you to know what it is that needs to be done. So for example, for me, if I don't read in the morning, I know that my day is not gonna go well. If I don't read the word of God in the morning, from the time I wake up or from the time I open my eyes, and I don't say a prayer in the morning, obviously throughout the day I'll just be affected by almost everything that I encounter. I don't do those two things early in the morning. From the time I open my eyes, it's done. The day is done already. So I keep to the routine. When I wake up, I know first thing I read the word of God. I need to pray and I need to meditate on the word. Normally when I drive to work, I will listen to a podcast. I will listen to a preaching, or when I'm busy bathing, I will just listen to Michael Todd. I love Michael Todd. So yeah, my motivation is intrinsic. It is purely from the innermost of my being. Yeah. All right, and then there was someone who asked me in my DMs this one time, and this person said, what advice would you give to your younger self? I would look at my younger self in the mirror and say, it's okay. It's okay to not be okay. You know, throughout my life, I've learned throughout the years that I always need to be strong. I always need to put the brave face first. I always need to, you know, to be focused. My life needs to go in a certain way. And I think that is one thing that I had to unlearn that. And now I'm relearning that it is okay. It is okay if my life is not going the way that I had planned. that my life is not going in the direction that I had hoped for, you know, but I know for sure that it is going exactly the way that God had planned for it to go. So I would literally just look at myself and say, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not want to do anything today. It's okay for you to cry. You know, it doesn't mean that you are weak. It doesn't mean that you are any less of yourself. You know, so yeah, I think that that's the main thing that I would say to my younger self. Okay, so someone asked me, do you love your job? You guys, so with the job that I'm doing, guys, it's 60-40. 60% it's good. If you look at it in a positive way, there's a lot that we learn each and every day. I mean, working with people is a challenge on its own. If you don't embrace it, it can either break you or make you. So normally I tend to, obviously not all the time, at times it gets really frustrating and you just feel like I'm in, you know, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore. But looking at it from a positive side, I would say that I wouldn't have been the person that I am today if it was not for this job. And the reason why I'm saying this is because with each and every client that we assist, with each and every you know, with the different people that we get to work with on a daily basis, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about personalities. I've learned a lot about conflict. I've learned a lot about you know, compromises, accountability, and all those things. And putting it together, it really does complete the person that I am today. And I believe that God has placed me where I am right now because there's a certain trait or there's a certain character that He wants to get out of me. And if it wasn't for this job, I don't think that I would have been the person that I am today. So do I love my job? Absolutely. Would I love to go one day? Absolutely. You know, obviously when my assignment is done, then I believe that God will open another door for me. But right now, I think I am at a point where I've made peace with the kind of job that I do. There's a positive side and a negative side for everything in life. And if the positive, if the negative tends to outweigh the positive, then it's time to reconsider your career or to reconsider your job. But if the positive outweighs the negative, then I think that at least we are working towards something. So I think in my case right now, the positive outweighs the negative. And yeah, man, you just make it work each and every day. It's a decision that you need to make, that this is where God has placed me. How can I make it better? How can I make myself better? Lord, what is it that you want me to learn from these people? What is it that you want me to learn from my manager? What is it that you want me to learn from all these conflicts or all these happy days and so forth? So yeah, it's a constant decision that you need to make as an individual for any kind of job. Right? And then someone asked me, would I ever date a man who is not born again? No. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do it. I've done it before. I burnt. and I'm never doing it again. So would I date someone who is not born again? No. For me, I would never date someone who is not born again, and I would never date someone who does not have a personal relationship with God, because I don't want to be explaining myself. I need to go for a night prayer. I'm going for prayer. I'm not eating now. I'm fasting. I don't want to be explaining those things for the rest of my life. If you prefer it and if it works for you, good for you. But for me, I will never do it ever again. So no. Nope. Okay, and then someone said, how can you change someone's life for the better today? Be kind. By being kind. By being kind, the world would be a better place if we were kind to one another. Don't make comments about things that people cannot change. You know, I was reading something that a friend of mine had posted on WhatsApp, and she was saying that there's a 10 seconds rule. If I cannot change a specific thing within the 10 seconds, don't point it out, because most probably that person is aware of that thing that you want to point out. For example, you see someone who's a bit chubby, don't comment about their weight. You would make them feel really, really uncomfortable. And probably some guys, people are going through a lot. And if we can just be kind to one another, I think the world would be a better place. And I think also I've been receiving DMs from people who are sending paragraphs after I upload videos, and they are afraid to put it down the comment section because people are mean. We live in a society that is rude, that is mean, that is unkind, you understand? So people are even afraid to leave a simple comment, to be vulnerable about certain topics, because our society is just not welcoming, or rather it is harsh when it comes to certain topics. So for me, I would say, if a person cannot change something within 10 seconds, don't point it out, don't say it to that person, because it's probably an insecurity and you will just make that person feel worse about themselves. So just be kind. If there's nothing kind that you can say to someone, then shush, shut up. You don't have to say anything mean. Just keep it to yourself and keep it moving. And someone, guys, a friend of mine is always asking this question. I won't say her name, but you know yourself. Stop it, please. She's asking, what is your ideal life partner like? I'm not gonna say it. He knows all the traits, all the everything that I need in a man. I'm sure he knows already. And then someone said, are you afraid of letting others get close to you? Yes and no. I've always been afraid of letting people get close to me, simply because I didn't want to be vulnerable. I was afraid that people who come into my life tend to leave, or I tend to leave before they could leave. Fear of rejection, all those things. That was my biggest fear, actually, to allow people in my space. But right now I'm learning to build boundaries and to have boundaries set in place for my own sanity. And it's the best thing that I have ever done for myself, because right now I'm at a point where if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. If I need to go somewhere and people don't want to go, I'll go all by myself. Because back in the days, I would feel like a fool if I had to take my car and drive all by myself, go to a mall all by myself. And yeah, I felt really stupid walking alone. So now I'm learning to do things by myself, and I'm learning to love it. And honestly, I am loving it. Driving all by myself, taking road trips all by myself. It's the best thing. It's refreshing. You get to think about life. You get to see life for what it is. And God communicates even better because you are alone. So yeah, what kind of person do you enjoy spending time with? Guys, for me, I'm not a difficult person. Hey, like, you just need to make me laugh. I can laugh. Like, I can laugh. If you see me quiet, it means I'm not really comfortable around certain people, or I'm bored, or I just don't feel well. But where I am, there's always joy. We're laughing, we're talking, and yeah. And I think for me, the main thing, yeah, you can make me laugh, but I love deep conversations. You know, I'm not a person. I'm not a person who likes small talk. I don't do small talks. All my friends actually know this. I don't do small talk, guys. I want to know why you acting like that. I want to know what damaged you. I want to know, for my married friends, I want to know the challenges that they go through. I want to know the challenges of parenting, you know. So I talk deep. All right, so this one, it always comes up in all the Q&As that I do, or just randomly if I put up a book on my Instagram or my WhatsApp. People will always ask me, how do you read? How do you find your momentum in reading? Guys, I think I will link my video where I spoke about the power of reading. Please just go to that video, revisit that video. If you've watched it. If you haven't watched it, please just go and look for that video, the power of reading. I explained this in detail. You know, you don't just wake up in the morning. If you're not a reader, you obviously need to start somewhere. And I would say 30 minutes a day, just read an article, just 5 pages of a book, or whatever. Then you will gain your momentum from there. So it's something that I had to learn myself. So I started in that way. I would read for 30 minutes every single day. Read articles, read something on the news, or an article or something from a book, just 1 page of a book or 2 pages. And then from there, I gained momentum. I would buy a whole lot of books, and I would make sure that I read and finish all of them. So yeah. Okay, and someone said, how can you make your life more meaningful starting today? By being grateful. I think I will link the app here, or I'll just take you guys through that app. It's called Gratitude. So that app sends you codes about gratitude. There are also affirmations. In that same app, you can write letters, or you can journal rather. And you can also enroll into a free course that will teach you about a vision board, what it is, the power of it. I love it. So I would say definitely that is something that you can do to make your life more meaningful. It's just pure gratitude. Be grateful for life. Be grateful for everything that you have. Remember that whatever God has entrusted you with, you need to be faithful with the little that God has given you in order to be entrusted with much more. If I can't be grateful for the car that I have right now, how do I expect God to trust me with a G63? Like, January too. So just be grateful, and gradually you will tend to appreciate the things that God has given you, the life that you are living, the life that God has blessed you with, and in essence you will attract even more, and God will entrust you with even more. Okay guys, I think this will be the last question. How do I choose a career? Okay, this will have to be a video on its own. Okay, but just to quickly answer this question, I would say that what is your passion? What are you most passionate about? Do you prefer working with people or working alone? Do you prefer working outdoors or indoors? What is your personality as a person? Because once you establish that, then you will know which career to embark on. For example, I always say, if you don't like people, you need to do, if you don't like working with people, if you don't like working or being micromanaged and working with people and having all the team dynamics and all those things, maybe consider IT. For example, you work with computers, you're on your computer all the time, guys. But yeah, you need to look at careers such as IT, data analysts, and those things. People who normally deal with data, they don't really have to interact with people that much. But obviously, if you love working with people, then you can consider banking, or it can be something in psychology, because in psychology you interact a lot with people. I mean, psychology is the study of human behavior, so obviously you will have to interact with people a lot of times. Or you're passionate about health and all those things, obviously you will, that is the career that maybe you need to embark on, because your personality says a lot about the career that you're about to choose. So yes guys, I'm just gonna wrap up this video right here. Thank you guys so much for your questions, for the frequently asked questions that I receive all the time. I hope that you guys were answered, and I hope that you guys were informed. Some of you were enlightened. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Truly appreciate your support. Please don't forget to like this video, just give it a thumbs up, and please just leave your comment down below. Guys, please don't be shy to comment down below. Please don't be shy to comment down below. This is a safe community. Please just leave your comments down below, and I hope that you guys will subscribe to my channel. Please share this video with other people, your friends, your families, your boyfriends, your colleagues, and everybody else. All right, so until I see you in my next video, bye.